Welcome to the GNED 1401 Winter 2020 virtual library class. I'm your librarian, Eric Christensen, and this is for your 1401 class, and your instructor is Deb Britt. I want to tell you how to use this guide. So this guide essentially breaks down your research paper into a series of steps. And within each step, I've included, on and off some instructional videos, resources, and tasks for you to complete along the way. What we would do in a face-to-face class is I would walk you through these steps. This is how I approach conducting research. I found this very effective, but I've provided some resources for you to do this on your own. Again, we're not doing this face-to-face. There'll be lots more time for us to meet one-on-one or virtually over Google Meet to get help. So this guide is a little bit different than I would normally put together. Now, your assignment. Now, first thing I want to say about the assignment is that you should read the assignment instructions, which will be posted on Blackboard for Deborah Bridges' assignment. But the basic breakdown is as follows. You have a 1,400 to 1,500 word research essay. That's what you're doing. And the basic instructions here is you want to select a research question from the list of options, and your goal is, and I quote, write an effective and persuasive essay that uses some information from research to support its thesis. So your goal here is to take a research question, you're going to choose one, and you're going to do research to answer that question. You need 2 to 5 sources. I would recommend choosing 5. For those of you who want the best mark possible, get as many sources as you can. And at least one of those sources, I'd recommend 2, but at least one must be a scholarly academic source. So that could be an academic journal article that's peer-reviewed. It could be a report, so non-peer-reviewed but academic report. It could be a master's thesis, a PhD dissertation, or anything that you find through the library's databases. Note that newspaper and magazine articles are not scholarly academic works. Those are popular sources, and you can use those as well, but they wouldn't count towards your one scholarly or academic source. And the sources we have to find must be newer than 2016. So that's the basics of the assignment. So your first step, go download your assignment, take a look at it, and you want to choose a research question. Now, I want to talk a little bit about research questions and what they are, because understanding how to create or choose a good research question and then answer it is a critical component of essay writing and critical thinking. And that's really the outcome of this assignment, and that's what this library session is going to teach you to do. Research is all about question and answer. There is no secret to research. It can be done in complicated or very simple ways, but the basics of all research is question and answer. So you start off here on the left with your research question, something that you are interested in, so choose a question of interest to you. And what you want to do is you want to answer that question using sources, so your academic sources, your news sources. And the answer to your question becomes your thesis or argument. So you might not necessarily state your research question in your essay. In fact, I recommend that you don't. But your answer, which you're going to craft as a statement or position that you're taking, will be the answer to this particular question. So from here on, move through the rest of the guide, and I've broken down how to address this research question and answer process through the guide.